I'd like to take the opportunity to welcome you here as we honor our students tonight. Important night for us to be able to come together and honor our young men and women who excel in the classroom. It's a vital thing. We're going to open tonight with prayer, and then we will have Sinclair McKean and Alex Brock come up and do the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you would, let's bow. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we are so thankful to be here this evening. Lord, we thank you for the school. We thank you for this community. And Lord God, we thank you most of all for these children. We pray, God, that as these young people grow, number one, that their faith will be in you. And Lord, secondly, that they would get the education that they deserve. Lord, we thank you for their parents. Lord, we thank you especially for their parents who sacrifice in so many ways for them to be able to be here and go to a school like this. Lord, we thank you so much for that. And Lord, as we go through this evening, we pray, God, that you will bless it, and that, Lord, as these young people grow, they will become citizens of our nation, our parish, that we can be proud of. Lord, we thank you, we love you. It's in your son's name I pray. Amen. All right, Sinclair and Alex, y'all want to come forward? They're not here? All right, okay, so I get to call somebody out. Oh, this is outstanding. All right, I want Frank. Give me Frank. Yep, come on up, Frank. All right, Allie's coming. Okay, Allie. Okay, Frank, you got lucky. Miss Allie Stewart. And Melanie Pope. Okay.
Everyone, please stand. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What an impromptu, right? You got thrown into this thing. Good job. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Okay, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Debbie Gerald to begin our academic recognition.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 2022 academic banquet. I am Debbie Gerald, an ELA teacher here at Bowling Green School, and I would first like to thank our administration, faculty, and staff for all of your hard work all year long, and for all that you did to make tonight possible. We are very excited and pleased to spend this evening acknowledging our students' outstanding academic achievements and accomplishments. As educators, we do push your children to excel in the classroom, and we challenge them to do everything to the best of their ability and to reach above and beyond in all that they do. Bowling Green distinguishes our honors in the following three categories of achievement. We have academic excellence, banner roll, and honor roll. Academic excellence recognizes our students who have maintained a 4.0 grade point average throughout the entire school year. Banner roll recognizes those 7th and 8th graders who have maintained a 3.5 to 3.99 GPA. Honor roll recognizes those who have maintained a 3.0 to 3.9 grade point average. All of these students are very deserving of this honor. Students, you are being recognized for all of your hard work and your dedication. We are very proud of each and every one of you, and we thank all of you for working hard to achieve academic success. We also thank you, parents, for the time you spend to help your children to succeed at school. Okay, at this time, we are going to hand out all of our certificates. We will start with honor roll for the 7th grade. Okay, when your name is called, please come forward. We will pause in between each of the categories or pictures. So we will start with our honor roll. Remember that the honor roll is for those just to remind you again, for that grade point average that we, well, I'm trying to find it so I don't tell you incorrectly, 3.0 to 3.49. Okay, here we go. We first have Ren Reilenbart. Okay, we have Cole Cooper. We have Drew Stafford. We have Brody Brumfield. We have Grayson Preston. And we have Colt Killingsworth. Let's have one last round of applause for our honor roll. All right, guys. You can go have a seat. Okay, we will now recognize our banner roll. Remember, that's a 3.5 to 3.99 GPA. We will start with Melanie Pope. Bo Brown. Haley Matter. Cash Vassell. Sinclair McCoon. Haley Preston. Sage Clement. Riley Passell. Michaela Hollywood. Will Dees. Gracie Peterson. Okay, one more round of applause for our banner roll. Y'all squeeze in tight. Okay, you make us. Now we will recognize those receiving academic excellence. Remember, that's a 4.0 grade point average throughout the entire school year. We have Hazel Murphy. We have Avery James. Johnny Lynn Miller. And Jaylee Smith. Great job to all of you. We are very proud of each and every one of you. Okay, this time each teacher will recognize their outstanding students. And we're going to start with myself. I am the 7th grade English teacher. I really enjoyed this class. They are a great group of kids, and I really enjoy getting to know each and every one of them. I hope they learned a lot. I know I did learn a lot from them this year. I could definitely say something special about each student, because when you spend the amount of time that we do with students, you really get to know them personally. And they all have that special characteristic that stands out to me about each and every one of them. However, I do have several students that I would like to recognize as my outstanding students for this year. In my first section, I have 2 young ladies I will recognize who not only make excellent grades, but are both always very respectful and positive. I have never heard either one of them complain at all about a single thing. They always come into class and they immediately start working and doing their assignments. They rarely miss any school, and if they do, they always immediately check with me. They want to know what they missed and what they need to do to make it up quickly. I can also tell that both of these young ladies enjoy my class, and they want to do well, and they want to succeed and excel in my class. They are Johnny Lynn Miller and Jaylee Smith. Great job, ladies. In my second section, I also have two students that I would like to recognize as outstanding students. These two definitely like to ask questions and be sure that they know exactly what they need to do for an assignment, or that they make sure they understand the lesson, which is great. They also are very respectful and turn in assignments on time, and these two students are hard workers and also want to do well and excel. They are Bo Brown and Hazel Murphy. I have to say, Bo may like to make us laugh at times also. Great job, everyone. I have enjoyed all of you so very much, and thank you, parents, for sharing your children with me this year. I will now turn it over to Miss Rhonda Watson. Okay, Miss Dana Harrison is going to go next to my
Okay, this is my first year to teach the seventh graders, and like Ms. Debbie said, they are a handful to teach. We have some very smart kids in there, and we have some, they like to keep it lively, they keep me lively on my toes all the time. But I have some special students that, yes, very special, yes. I love this class, I really do. They are sweethearts. But I do have some that are my star students or outstanding students. And some of the things Ms. Debbie said are exactly true. You know, they come in and they work. They don't ever say, you know, why do we have to do this? You know, it's always, is this for bill work? And they get right on their work. Do I have any more IXLs? If I'm working this on my IXLs, what's the next thing we're learning? You know, what can I go ahead and start? So it's those kind of students that you're like, oh yes, okay, they make teaching easy. And so I'm going to call them, I have Hazel Murphy. Cash Vassell. And Avery James. And just because you didn't get an award does not mean that you're special. They always ask me all the time, who is my favorite? So y'all all are special to me.
I'm pleased to be here tonight. I am the new teacher at Bowling Green, but I'm not a new teacher, as you can well tell. I have been teaching junior high for a long time. I tell my students quite often that I teach the ones that are too little to be big and too big to be little. We just don't fit anywhere, but we make it, don't we, guys? We do just fine. At this time, I'd like to recognize 3 outstanding students in my reading class. I teach 7th and 8th grade reading. The first student to receive this honor is an exceptional young lady. I happen to have had the honor of actually teaching her mother as well, and I can tell you that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This student started the year off strong and continued to grow even stronger, challenging me as a teacher. I'm proud to recognize one of the outstanding students in 7th grade reading as Ms. Hazel Murphy. The second outstanding student in my reading class is an exceptional young lady as well. I also taught her dad just for a couple of weeks. This student often is quiet but constantly doodling, and just when I think she doesn't know what's going on, she knows more than I do. She too started off strong and continued to grow as a reader and a writer. My second outstanding 7th grade reading student is Miss J.B. Smith. And just like the other teachers, while all of the students are extremely special and very close to my heart, these are the ones that have just really gone a little bit over and beyond. And the last one that I would like to recognize in my 7th grade class is a young lady who's quiet and soft-spoken, but don't let that fool you. She's a go-getter when it comes to reading and writing. Never does she hesitate to go over and beyond. And though I didn't teach her parents, I know they're both as proud of her as I am. My outstanding last 7th grade reading student that I'd like to recognize is Miss Johnny Lynn Miller. Miss Shandell Blossom.
Good evening, I'm Shandell Blossom. I teach science. Like everybody's already said, I have thoroughly enjoyed this class. I love every one of them. Really hard to pick a few outstanding students because they're all outstanding to me. I tell them all, they've got where they come in every day and say, I love you, Miss Shandell. I love you, Miss Shandell. How can you not love that? So they make my day and make it easy to teach them. But I narrowed it down to 3 that I wanted to give outstanding students to, and if they will come up, the first one is Sage Clement. Second one, Hazel Murphy. Jingling. And last is Johnny Lynn Miller. These 3 just come in, they sit down, they do their work, they follow the rules, they don't ever gripe and complain, just really good. And like I said, I love all of them and that they all have worked really hard, but when you're asked to give just a few, congratulations, girls.
Is Miss Valerie here? You've got it? Have you got social studies? Yeah. Bring your medals with you, Coach. There There you go. Oh, those are yours, Ethan? We'll find some.
All right, I'm Luke LeBlanc. I teach 8th grade history, but Coach Watts isn't here with us, so I'm going to do 7th grade for him. Hey, Bo, how you doing? So first we have Mrs. Sinclair McCune. Who's here? Johnny Lynn Miller. Drew Stafford. Jaylee Smith. Gracie Preston. And Coach Watts' last outstanding student is Avery James.
Great job, 7th graders. Okay, now we're going to move on to 8th grade with Miss Rhonda.
I'm sorry, we're trying to clear up a little bit of confusion right now. We're going to now move on to the 8th grade portion of the recognition service. So I just want you guys to know that we are all honored in sharing with you the academic achievements of your hard-working 8th grade students. We as educators get to watch our students grow and accomplish their academic goals. This is great for teachers because we get to see a little bit of the hard work that we put in, and it's just an honor for us to be here. Bowling Green distinguishes the same 3 categories of achievements for 8th graders as they do the 7th graders. We have academic excellence, better roll, and honor roll. And so at this time, when I call your name, if you will come forward, we'll hand you out your award, and if you'll stand over here and have your picture. We're going to start with honor roll. I have Mr. Raiden Rayburn, Mr. James Butts, Mr. Alex Brock, Miss Kate Schilling, Mr. Owen Mitchell, Mr. Rhett Schilling, and Miss Kylie Helton. Good job. Good job, guys. This 8th grade class is a very special class to me. There are some go-getters in that class, and I know that. And there's 2 8th grade students that are going to be recognized for academic excellence. That is a 4.0 across the board, I believe. Is that correct, ladies? So, quite an achievement. First award goes to Mr. Frank Caminita and Mr. Dylan Staball. I now turn the program over to Miss Emily Phelps.
Good evening, everyone. I am the 8th grade English teacher this year, and like they've all said about this class, and will say as they continue to come up, they're a lot of fun. You know, we kind of spend the first semester figuring each other out and getting to know each other, and I feel like the second semester flies by so quickly, but we've kind of found our groove in the classroom, and we have had a lot of fun. We have had a lot of fun. So, I would like to recognize, and again, you'll hear this so many times tonight, but there are lots of children that are worthy of recognition and just a special group of kids, but I have selected 3 to recognize as 8th grade English outstanding students. So the first child that I would like to recognize, super quiet, didn't know what to expect from her when we first started out the year, and then it became very, very clear. Don't let her quietness fool you. She's got it figured out. I have enjoyed getting to know her, to see her really work hard in my classroom. She's not shy, she's just quiet, respectful, and works extra hard. And I appreciate her in the classroom, and that is Miss Amy Ray Jackson. So my next outstanding student is one who likes to know the answer to the question why and what if. And sometimes that may get on the teacher's nerves, but not me, because I think that it is digging deeper into what we are discussing. So I welcome and covet the whys and the what ifs. Not only is this person an excellent academic student, but a big thinker. Thinks outside the box, thinks abstractly, and anyway, super proud of him, and that is Gabriel Romano. And my third and final outstanding student, this is my spirit animal, y'all. She has an abstract mind, and I love every minute of it. She's an incredible writer, a big thinker, a big reader, and you know, she hears the beat of her own drum, and it is beautiful music. And that is my Ellie Bailey. Congratulations. And now I'll turn it over to Miss Dana for math.
Okay, I teach these students on pre-algebra. I had them in 5th grade, and they were very trying. They have grown up a lot, and I really have enjoyed them this year, much more than 5th grade. But my first hour is a wonderful class. We have lively discussions. I have very high achieving students there, and really I could have chosen about 6 out of that class to represent. But the first one I'm going to call on is Amy Ray Jackson. She's kind of the quietest one out of the whole class, but she always is, is this where Bella was saying that she's the first one to get started? She always, I think she has 100 average in my class, like every 9 weeks and stuff. So she's a very, very good student. I really enjoy it. My other 2 students I don't think were here. One of them is Dylan Stovall, and I went back and forth on Dylan, but I had to give it to Dylan because he is an exceptionally bright student in math. He just really gets it. He tries every day. He gets his homework done as quick as he can. And what else I got to do? What else I got to do? He's just really a good studious student like that. And then in my other class, I have my student was Alex Brock. And Alex, I can't say enough about Alex either. He's a very, very, very hard worker. He might not have hundreds all the way across, but he is very studious and he is just a wonder. I just love teaching. So that's my students.
I have had the pleasure of teaching one section for this year of Louisiana history, and this is a class full of outstanding students. This was an incredibly hard decision, but the 2 that I have chosen can always be depended upon to come into class and be prepared and be attentive, and also be incredibly diligent with each and every assignment that they're given. And that the 2 I've chosen are Emmy Ray Jackson and Ava Shepard.
Hey, again, I'm Luke LeBlanc. I teach 8th grade Louisiana history along with Grayson. So this is my first year, first semester teaching full time. I subbed here the past couple of years, but this is my first full-time teaching job, and they've made it very fun. I could say, I guess, fun. And so for my Louisiana history 8th graders, I chose 4 of them that I could decide because they're all so lovely. The first one I chose was Alex Brock. You can look at his notebook and see every question, every definition, everything he's done for, I guess, probably the whole entire year, not just this semester. He refuses to tear a piece of paper out of his book. He'll only show it to you for proof. So that's my first one, Alex Brock. Next, I chose Ellie Gately. Miss Emily said everything you can say about Ellie. I'll tell her sometimes, hey, I'm not checking this for correctness, just turn something in. She will still take it home and finish it. And I don't understand it. The third student I chose was Miss Eleanor Sett. She likes to talk a little bit, but she gets her stuff done very beautifully. I like that. She designs every piece of paper she ever turns in. It's beautiful. And the last one I chose was Miss Jordan Dupuy. She has improved over the semester so much. I showed her her grades this past week, and she was blown away. She had the second highest grade in class, and so I was very proud of her for how far she's come just this semester. So those are mine.
outstanding students for my 8th grade reading class. First, I have a young lady who's willing to open her mind because she very seldom opens her mouth. But she has lots of things to say and she has a gift with writing. She's willing to learn, makes my job so easy as a teacher and a pure joy. Please recognize Miss Ava Shepherd. Next, I would like to recognize a young man who has the highest GPA in my reading class, and I've been a challenge for them because they told me I made it work. His classmates loved him to read instead of me. Though he has trouble with his colors, he has no trouble excelling in reading. My 8th grade student, outstanding student, is Mr. Frank Amanda. The next young lady I would like to recognize has been recognized several times already and is just an absolute sweetheart. I don't know any other words to describe her. She never complains, gripes, or grumbles. She not only helps me, the students absent, she has their notes and she's willing to do anything. She works to be the best that she can be in everything. It is my honor to recognize Miss Amy Jackson.
Usually time I get to 8th grade, I've had them at least one other year, but this is the first year I've had this group. Just schedule didn't work out and for whatever reason, and so this is the first year I've got to have them and get to know them, and they are very challenging. They're, we play some games for a review, and you talking about competitive, they'll just about throw down if they don't win. But just really smart students, and I really enjoy getting to know them. My outstanding students are Gabriel Romano, I was proud of Gabriel because he started out the year, he's very smart, he started out the year questioning everything he did. And I said, Gabriel, you can do this. Gabriel, I'm not answering that, you can do this. And he's got where he doesn't ask me as much, and he does it, he does fine. Now, the second one is Emmy Ray Jackson. And as everybody has said, Mama should be very proud of this one. She's just a really sweet student to have in the classroom, works really, really hard. Okay, and my last one is Ava Shepherd. Well, I didn't ask for permission to do this, so I hope I'm being okay with this. But our 8th grade actually, about a month ago, did rock cycle, studied the rock cycle. And in trying to get the rock cycle a little more exciting for them, I split them up into small groups, and they had to come up with a skit and present it to their class to teach the rock cycle. Well, I was so impressed with this one that I asked her to do it at the banquet tonight. Mr. Scott was there and he was like, wow. So what their group did is they took a rock, they made up their own rap song with that rock and presented it. Now, she dressed the part for the skit, but I told her she didn't have to go that far tonight. But she had sedimentary rock, and she's Little City. So I'm going to turn it over to Little City.
Yeah, you heard her right. My name is Sedimentary, but since we're good friends, you can call me Little City. The The sediments break down because of the weather, then erosion after deposition, they come cement together. Me and my bonds are stronger than the liquid Elmer's glue. You think my flow is wrong, but it really is true. I'm going to tell you about my origins, chemical, plastic, and organic. I almost forgot the science project. I was really about to get it. First, I'm going to talk about the rock made for chemical. It's made from dissolved mineral and water if you want to get technical. Next, I'm going to talk about plastic, which is not made too crazy, made from calcite and quartz, so the rock's a little hazy. Organic is last, and it's made from dead sea creatures and fossils. Some parts of it may be older than the food at McDonald's. I've told a lot of facts, and you might become a genius, but not before I pass along to my best friend, Indians.
So if education doesn't get her anywhere, she can always rap. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I could have never got up in front of a crowd and done that in 8th grade. Never.
Okay, I was also in charge of our robotics program, or our robotics club this year. We tried to have our robotics here in the 7th hour because it was like a study, do your Excel type of class period. So I asked all the students to finish robotics, and they came to my room at the 7th hour and we worked on that. We competed in 2 competitions this year. The first was the first Lego League. It was, our district competition was at North Shore High School in Slidell. And these are the students that were able to participate. Brody Brumfield, can you come up? Bill Dees, Avery James, Melanie Pope, Ava Shepherd, and Curtis Willie. And James Butts was not able to participate, but he was on our team and he helped do some programming. He had a wedding to go to. Come on, I'll have you look. Come on, put another extra one. All right, there you go. Thank you. All right, so when we competed in our district competition, we placed first place in the robot game, and we also placed first place in the innovative project. And this allowed us to be able to compete in the state competition, which was supposed to be in Jesuit High School in New Orleans, but it ended up being a remote tournament. So I'm very proud of these students. They worked really hard. We had some trying times this year, but we came through and they did very well. Year was the MAIS STEM competition, and we went to Lamar Christian for our district tournament, and these are the students that were able to participate: James Butts, Ava Shepherd, Avery James, Melanie Pope, Brady Brumfield, Will Dees, David Rubens, and Caleb Anthony. At this competition, everybody was able to qualify to go to state, which I thought was really a great accomplishment. since this was our first time to go. There were several different events that they had to participate in, so everybody qualified to go to state. Our state competition was at the Children's Museum in Jackson, and we played several things, and we were excited. On my thing, I have electric circuits. First place was Avery James. She also plays first place in science. Will Dees plays first place in remote control games. I think if you remote control car. And then Melanie Pope was first place on her activity was called Puzzle Blocks. And as a team, our whole team, we ended up second place for the whole state in MAI. So I thought they were exceptional. Thank you.
School representative for the Young Authors Competition. Louisiana has its reading association, and that association puts on a writing competition, and each of the local level chapters host the competition, and then winners advance to state. So we participate in this writing contest school-wide every year, and we always have wonderful results from our students. So I'd like to recognize the 7th and 8th graders who placed in the Washington Parish Reading Council Young Authors Competition, and anyone who I call who is a first place winner has advanced to the state level of competition, and we do not have those results back yet. So, Jaylee Smith was first place in 7th grade fiction, so her paper has advanced to state. Haley Preston was 2nd place in 7th grade nonfiction. Grayson Preston was 2nd place in 7th grade poetry. And by the way, those are the 3 categories. So Bowling Green placed in every category in 7th grade, so that's amazing. 8th grade, first place, 8th grade fiction goes to Ellie Ganley. And 3rd place, 8th grade nonfiction, Emmy Ray Jackson. And be looking for the results of the state contest. They should be out very soon. We'll publish those.
Great job. I'm back, but I promise I will not talk quite as long this time. I am going to do the MAIS Creative Writing Contest. At this time, we will recognize those students who placed in the MAIS Creative Writing. This was a school-wide contest where all of our students were given a specific prompt and asked to write a creative essay. The grades were grouped together for this contest. We had 3rd through 5th as a group. We had 6th through 8th as a group. We had 9th and 10th as a group, and 11th and 12th as a group. We are going to recognize the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place winners for our 7th graders and for our 8th graders. For our 7th grade, we have Jaylee Smith for 1st place. 2nd place, Johnny Lynn Miller. And 3rd place, Avery James. Great job. For 8th grade, we have 1st place, Ellie Ganley. 2nd place, Allie Stewart. And 3rd place, Ava Monkey. There was an overall winner selected for each age group, and Those students went on to the state level, but we have not yet received those results, so we will be looking for those soon. Next, we're going to do the MAIS art competition. This year, Bowling Green hosted the district-wide MAIS art competition here, which involves several schools, so we're excited to be able to host that. We have one student that we would like to recognize for placing in this competition. And she will receive a medal, Miss Avery James, for first place in the art competition. Great job. Okay, at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to Principal Phil Jenkins, and I cannot speak for how long he may talk.
Not going to wait long. At this time, we're going to announce our Student of the Year. That's a pretty big deal when you are named Student of the Year. And congratulations to all of you tonight who have been honored. You're all special. But thank you to the parents who take the time to make sure that they're here and that they're doing what they need to be doing at home. And it's a very important thing. And we thank you for your efforts. Each year, students with a certain GPA are given the opportunity to complete a portfolio with the Student of the Year competition. The portfolio contains writing samples, transcript, test scores, as well as involvement in extracurricular, community, and academic activities from 6th through 8th grade. Once these applications are received, a panel of judges reviews all portfolios. And this year they have selected Gabriel Romano as the 8th grade Bowling Green Student of the Year. Congratulations, Gabriel. What you do in the classroom is vitally important to your future. And a lot of times we celebrate athletics and we do things of that nature and we make those a high priority. Understand this is the highest priority, academics. And what you do in the classroom, you should be proud of yourself. You know, if everybody could do it, everybody would be in here, right? Same thing. So congratulations to each of you in here tonight. Thank you, parents. And let's end with a word of prayer. Lord God, we just thank you for these young people. We thank you for their lives. And Lord, we pray as they move forward. And we'll keep you first in their lives. And Lord, that they will continue this academic journey to better themselves. Lord, we love you. We thank you. And we appreciate you very much. Amen. Before we leave, I want to do one more thing. I want to recognize someone who is moving on to another phase of life, if you will. And I just want us all to say a big thank you and a round of applause for Miss Dana Harrison. We appreciate you very much for what you're doing for our kids. We're going to miss you. We're going to miss you. Thank you very much.